Record to this computer. Okay, so we're recording. Okay, so number one, first thing, what I'm seeing is we are spending entirely too much time on $10 an hour questions. Like all of my champs, all of the leaders, everybody, sponsors, everybody across the board is spending way too much time answering $10 an hour questions instead of running with this business. And if we get caught up in answering $10 an hour questions, we slow our momentum down to nothing. And when you break from momentum, it's really hard to just pick that back up. And right now we've been in huge momentum. We have people ranking up like crazy. Our sales are through the roof. We did just shy of $1 million the last 2 months consecutively in a row. Like, I mean, hundreds of dollars short, like just a couple of $100 short of $1 million in sales, just our team. That's crazy, ridiculous, insane momentum. And when I have leaders across the board spending 4, 6, 8 literal hours a day answering text messages and phone calls and Facebook messages about $10 an hour support questions, it's ridiculous. It's got to stop. We're getting out of momentum and too busy answering questions that don't need to be answered. People need to be trained how to find the answer or help themselves. So in this business, in just network marketing in general or direct sales, there has to be some accountability on yourself. Like you have a sponsor, you have a team of people that are here to help you and support you and coach you and cheer you on, but you are really responsible for your business. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility to go and learn and find where all the tools are so you can utilize them to have the best success for you. You don't want to have, trust me, you do not want to have to rely on someone else to build your business or to give you the tools to grow. You want to equip yourself with the knowledge to be able to answer those questions so you can in turn teach your team all of those same things. Because if you don't know something, you can't duplicate it, right? So it's our job as leaders to help duplicate what we already know. So I'll give you an example. If someone sends me a message, and this is going to sound mean to a lot of you, but this isn't mean. If you know me, you know I'm super cool, I'm very nice, and I love you guys to death, right? But I love you enough and I care about you enough to be a leader, not a performer. There's a huge difference. I can be an awesome performer and have a ton of skill set and be able to rock this business, but I could not be a leader. I have to be a leader, right? So I have to instill qualities of a leader. So because I care and because I want to lead you, sometimes I have to do what's best for you. It's not always what you want to hear, but it's what's best for you and your business so you can in turn duplicate that down to your teams. So if someone sends me a message and they ask me a question that I think that they should already know at the spot that they're in, if they're brand new, they're not going to know anything, right? It's kind of like when you're brand new, you're like an infant, right? You're a baby. So Michael Rutherford talks about this all the time, like you're on the num-num, right? You're on the boob. I mean, you're like constantly having to be taken care of and told what to do and given direction and answer a ton of questions and like leading you constantly. It's like a baby, right? But then you graduate to that next phase, right? And then you should be able to answer some of those questions. Hang on a second. Somebody wasn't muted. I was going to try to start one. Some of those questions yourself, or you should have the ability to know where to look to find the question. So if I gauge that you've been here for months and you send me a message and I know because you've been here for months that you should know where to find that answer, you will not get a reply from me. I will not give you the answer. And it's not because I don't care. It's because I care. I might send you a response and say, you know what? You can find that in the FAQ. And it might sound short, but it's because I have 500 other messages that I have to answer, and I don't have time to tell someone who's been in the business for 6 months where to find why there's so much sodium in keto. Or can you take this when you're nursing? You know what I mean? Like those are things that if I'm growing a business, that is my responsibility. Like I need to know what I'm marketing. I need to know what I'm using. I need to know where to find these things. So when I sign a new promoter and they ask me, hey, can I take this when I'm breastfeeding? Or I have a customer that says, hey, can I take this while I'm nursing? I know where to send them to say, yes, you can take this while you're nursing. If you're brand spanking new and a week into the business and you message me and say that, then of course I'm still going to show you where to find the answer, but I'm going to give you the answer as well. But if you've been in for months and you ask me what the rewards plan is, or a question that is in the download section on the home page of your cloud, guess what? I'm not going to give you the answer. You need to figure that out. So I'm encouraging you, spend an hour tomorrow or Sunday or whenever you have time. I don't care if you've been here a week or 11 months like I have, spend some time in your cloud tomorrow or when you have free time. Go over the downloads. If you've never looked in your cloud, please take that responsibility and go into your cloud and read every single download. Save it to your phone. Save it to your computer desktop, because then you'll know where these things are and you'll be able to access them at any time. So you can go in there and say, oh my gosh, look at all this information. Like I wanted to ask that question 1,000 times. Here's the answer. Or you're going to say, man, people ask me that all the time and I never know what to say. Guess what? Now you know what to say. Now you know where to guide them when they ask you that same question. It's just about personal responsibility for your business. You are an independent promoter for Prove It. So yes, we're a team, and yes, we will support you, and yes, we're there to help, but you have to take that personal responsibility to learn as much as you can and be proactive in your own training. I hope that makes sense and you hear my heart in that. But we are spending far too much time answering questions instead of giving the tool to help people find the answer. And we have to start doing that so we reduce the amount of time we're answering $10 an hour questions. I don't know about you, but I want to be making $10,000 an hour, not $10 an hour. So this goes for you reaching out to your champ. If you can find the answer, don't just send your champ a question because sorry. Hi, honey. Don't just send your upline. 5 dogs. It's so annoying. Don't send your champ a question if you can go and search out the answer, because I can tell you right now that your champ or your upline is just as busy as you are. And so if you can take that step to be proactive and not send them a message, unless you cannot find it, or unless you just have no idea where it's at, and then of course you want to ask questions. We learn by asking questions. So if you don't know and you don't know where to find something, then absolutely 100% reach out to your sponsor and find out. Because we want to give you the tools so next time you know, and if someone asks you, you can give them that direction. Yes. Those are keys. We have so many tools at our fingertips, and Erin's in the chat saying Help Center, FAQ, Prove It Facebook page. That's just to name a few. When I say $10 an hour questions, what we're getting is I have a customer that placed an order and it says pending. I have a customer that doesn't have a tracking number. I have a customer who ordered on the 31st, it's only the 4th, and she doesn't have her product yet. I'm gonna help you guys out. I'm gonna make your life so much easier. And if you hear me and you listen to the next thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna save your life and I'm gonna save so much time, okay? You need to tell your customers that there is a 7 to 10 day turnaround minimum, and even longer if there is a sale, period. End of story. You need to tell them in a way that's positive. So you're going to say something like this: because we have something that nobody else has, and because we have a special quality control process and freshness process, because we don't have a warehouse full of boxed products sitting on a shelf, because we have safety features and quality control testing that has to be done for every single package of keto that goes out our door. There is a 7 to 10 day processing and shipping time minimum. When there's a sale, because so many people are having massively incredible results from this product, we have millions of sachets of ketones going out on a weekly basis. So it's going to be a few extra days because you just purchased on a sale. Do you know what that does? It gives people an expectation. And that's all people need, I promise you. They will not be upset. They will not be mad. They will not be frustrated if you give them expectation. If you say nothing and their expectation is they can get it in 2 days or 1 day like Amazon Prime, guess what? They're going to be disappointed. But this isn't Amazon Prime. We're not your garage sale dime store company. We don't have your garage sale dime store products, so it's different, and that's what sets us apart. We don't have warehouses full of products sitting on the shelves, and that is a big deal. That is a good thing. So you just have to give people expectations of what the reality is and why that is the reality. If you give them those expectations, they'll be fine. They'll say, oh, okay, I get it. Awesome. You don't have products sitting on a shelf. I'm going to get fresh ketones that go through a quality control check, a safety standard. That's incredible. I can't wait. No problem. I'll be looking out for it. Instead of when it's 2 days later, they're so antsy because they expect it to be there because you didn't set up the expectation. So if you guys can grab hold of that and give your customers a realistic expectation, and guess what happens? When they get their product in 5 days, they're ecstatic. We've overachieved, right? We've met their expectations even better than they assumed. So it's better on our part if we stay a little longer, 7 to 10 days minimum, maybe a little more since you came in on a sale, and then we beat it and get it there in 5 days or 7 days, right? So it's better to say it's going to be this long and then it's not quite that long versus, oh, you're going to get this in like 2 to 5 days and then it's 10 days, right? Then they're mad, then they're upset, then they're emailing you every day when they don't have it. They're freaking out when they go in there and they don't see a tracking number, or they see a tracking number and it says it's not picked up yet. Y'all, I can promise you that our cloud is incredible, but it's not perfect. We're a brand new company. We have massive amounts of people joining, thousands of people joining our company every single day, thousands and thousands of orders being placed. And so sometimes there's going to be times where we get it wrong, that it messes up, that there's a hiccup and it says that it's still pending and really it's shipped, but you just don't see a tracking number. I can tell you right now, today, I had two people that were freaking out because their orders had said pending or on hold or something like that for days, and they thought they were not getting their ketones. They were freaking out, emailing repeatedly, and guess what? They both got their deliveries today. Even though it didn't have a tracking number, they thought it was still pending, it had already processed, already shipped, and it went to their door. So sometimes it's not going to be perfect. We're not going to get it right. It's going to be confusing. They won't have the shipping, orders correct, or their cloud won't be correct, or the tracking will be off. But there's one thing that I can guarantee you 100% of the time, that Pruvit is always going to ship an order and they're always going to make it right. It might not get there in the amount of time that we want it to get there, but it's going to get there, period. And they will always make it right. So you can help the time frame in which it takes to get your emails answered. You can help the amount of emails going into support by being a proactive promoter, by giving your promoters and your customers customer service, because we are support. We are ourselves. We are our customer service. So if we can do something for our customers, we need to do it. If we can ease their stress about their orders, we need to do it. But I can tell you right now, giving them expectations up front is going to alleviate a lot of this stuff. if you guys also give it some time, if you've placed an order, even as promoters, I can't tell you how many emails I get from promoters that are upset because of the shipping time. Y'all, that's not the right mindset, right? That's not the right mindset. We've got to get on the same page. If you're a promoter, your faith and belief in this company has to be unshakable. Because if it's not, who wants to join you? Who's going to want to join you in this if your faith and belief is not unshakable? And if you don't have enough faith and belief yet, then use some of mine. Then call me on the phone and I'm going to share some of my faith and belief and build you up so you have enough. Because I promise you, there's not a single opportunity out there as incredible as this one. There's not a rewards plan that's going to pay you more money than this one. And there's not a product that's going to change your life as much as this one. So as we're moving forward into our second year, about to be in our second year, there's going to be some hiccups. So it's all about the mindset and the attitude in which we embrace those hiccups. And so I want to be a team in which we embrace those hiccups, we keep a positive attitude, we keep moving forward, we set realistic expectations, and we have a rock solid faith and belief in this company, and our attitude is unwavering. That no one will ever doubt our passion for this product or this company by something that we say flippantly in a group chat or on a team page or to a customer or another promoter. And hear my heart on that. I know that people get frustrated. I get frustrated. You should hear me sometimes. You know, I get it all day long. So I understand being frustrated. It happens. We have bad days. We need something done and it's not done. We send emails and we thought we sent it during business hours. It's not answered, or we have someone chomping at the bit in our ear and we just want to fix it, so we leave us alone. I get it. But there's something that I've learned along the way is our response, our reaction to someone else will trickle down and dictate the reaction and the attitude of others. So I know that if someone fires off at me, if a customer, whether it's a customer or a promoter or someone else's customer or someone else's promoter, if they fire off at me and they're just starting to, da 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 da, and I listen to it, or I know, I'm really sorry, da da da, I know it sucks, it's this and that, I'm feeding in to that negativity. If I just kind of stop it right there and say, you know what, I can hear by the tone that you're super upset. So I just want to tell you right now that I get it, but this company is so fantastic and this product is so fantastic that whatever the problem is we're going to get it fixed. So give me 5 minutes. I'm going to get back to you and then we're going to handle this. Because you need to step away from that and let them cool off for 5 minutes and then give them that time and then go back and say, okay, what needs to be done and how can I fix it for you? How can I help get it fixed? But if you listen to it and let it get all over you, that attitude, and then you share it with someone else, it trickles down. So you don't want to do that. I'll give you an example. I was doing a 3-way conversation with someone. They had a person that wanted an experience, a 10-day experience. Well, the promoter didn't have caffeine free. So we hooked them up with another champion that was a sideline champion. Wasn't even on our team. And they decided that they were going to link together, and that champion was going to do us a favor and get one of the potentials a 10-day experience. Well, shipping happened, address was wrong, something went south, and the person didn't get the 10-day sample, didn't get the 10-day experience in the time in which he wanted it. It went to hell in a handbasket super fast. I mean, he was absolutely belligerent. He was so rude and so disrespectful. I mean, he basically called everybody a liar. It was horrible. Like, I was thinking this whole time, like, this is a grown person. Like, this is someone wanting to buy a product of ours, and he was just so abusive. And I thought, I wanted to cuss the guy out. I mean, it took everything Southern in me to zip my trap. I could not believe it. I felt horrible for the promoters involved. I felt horrible for the other champion that wasn't on our team that was trying to do a favor. I mean, it was horrible all the way around. It could have gone south super, super quick. But because the ladies on our team had it together, because the ladies on our team knew how to turn it around and said, you know what, we're not even stepping into that nonsense. We will not even say one word back. They removed themselves and said, you know what? There's not going to be anything we can say to make him happy. So you just leave it alone, right? They weren't going to go back and forth. They weren't going to sit there and placate that guy and listen to it. They said they were going to rise above. They know the quality of the product. They know the quality of this company. They weren't going to allow that negativity to get them down, number one, or to engage in it and take their time away from income producing activities. Talk about proud moment. Like, that's huge. Like, that's what we want. We don't have time to deal with all that. Like, sometimes you're just not going to be able to help everybody. Sometimes, no matter what you do, it's not going to be good enough for everybody. So all you can do is assure people that this product's incredible, that the company's incredible, and if there's an issue or a hiccup or a bump, that Pruvit will always make it right. That's all we can do. And the least amount of time we can spend on that stuff, the better. A few tips. I've said this over and over, and I'm going to keep saying it so you guys understand and can pass it down to your team. You cannot email support out of business hours if you want it to be answered. It's going to go into no man's land and cyberspace or something. I don't even know where they go. You have to email 9 to 5 Central Time, Monday through Friday. They're not there. They're there, but they don't answer messages on the weekend. I don't make the rules. I don't say that. I don't think that it's good or bad. I'm just letting you know what the hours are. So if someone has a problem, the number one first thing you're going to try to do is fix it yourself. If it's something that you can do, if they need something switched out and you have it, switch it out. If it's something that's just a little thing, changing smart chips, changing the date, or if they forgot their login, those are kind of things that we can troubleshoot together and get it fixed. If it's something like, I don't know, out of your range and you can't do it, yeah, that's fine. Then you tell them this. Email customer service at support@pruvithq.com Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 Central Time. And please CC me on it. You want them to send it to you so you have a copy of it. That way, if they come back and say, well, support never messaged me back, or I sent it and I got this response, whatever, it's attached to you so you can keep a trail of it if it's important. And they should only be emailing support if it's absolutely important. I say CC you. I always tell people to CC me because I'm going to have that original support email before I can take it to Heather. I can only do so much. Aaron gave a really good key. We don't have, like, I'm a champ 9 and I do have some connections, but I don't have magical powers. I can only do so much. Like, the champs that are on my team, the leaders on my team, they don't have like special magic powers and magic wand that they can get stuff done before anybody else. They can try to reach out to me. They can try to reach out to Heather and support, who's the head of support, but they have to go through the same chain of command that you do. So don't just send your champ the issue and expect them to take care of it. You are support, you are customer service. So give your customers realistic expectations. Tell them the rules. Hey, you've got to email during business hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Central. And CC you on it. That way, when I say, because if you come to me and you tell me about it, I'm going to say, send me the email. Forward me or CC me on that email so I have a hold of it, because that's the first thing Heather is going to say to me when I try to get it resolved. I need the original email. So I have to have that. So that's the first thing. Another thing that you can help cut down on the customer service, and maybe some of you guys didn't think about this, so this is a good training tool. So listen to this so you can pass this down. If you have a customer who has never tried chocolate or orange, they don't know what it tastes like, they're not sure they love it, so they didn't come in on a 5-day experience, don't let them order the can, okay? I know it's a little bit cheaper and they're gonna save $5 or $6, but here's the problem. They've never tried ketones, or they've never tried orange, or they've never tried chocolate. Guess what happens? They open the can and they don't like it. They can't return the can after a certain amount of time, right? If it's open, they can't resell it. So what people do is they use it and then they wait and then they can't return it, right? Because it's a can. If it's the OTGs, they can exchange or they can get their money back if it's within the time frame. But a lot of people wait until they're after the time frame because they just forget or they get busy and then they want their money back, but they have a can and it's open. It's not that they don't like the ketones, it's that they don't like the flavor, okay? So there's a few things I'm gonna give you some hacks on. Make sure your customers are trying a 5-day experience so they know if they like chocolate or orange. That's my first thing. And then they can order the can. If they've ordered the can and they're like, oh my gosh, I hate it, I wanna return it. Here's the thing. There is about a trillion recipes for ketones. Like there's some way, I promise you, that we can find for them to like the ketone. We have the Better Life for Keto page. There's so many recipes in there. I don't like the chocolate, I'm being very honest. Chocolate swirl literally makes me gag. I do not like it. I've never liked it. It's hard for me to suck it down, so I've never ordered it and I don't use it, right? I went to a mixer. I've been here for 11 months, y'all. I'm going into my 11 months. I went to a mixer last week. I did a mixer with Edwin, my friend Edwin in Melbourne. He brought all this stuff, all these fancy mixers, like to mix all the stuff in. And I told him as he was mixing, I don't like chocolate. I'm not going to like that. It's not chocolate swirl. No, I can handle the Swiss, but I don't like the chocolate. He whips out this little, well, I don't even know what it was, Java chocolate thingy, flavor thingy. And he gets the mixture out, ice, heavy whipping cream, chocolate swirl, and just this little flavor thingy and mixes it up. And let me tell you, it was delicious. Like I would have drank it all night. It was so stinking good. And I have not drank chocolate swirl in 11 months and swore I would never drink it. Now I want to order the chocolate swirl because the thing was so good. There's a way to drink every single flavor and make it taste good. So there should never be a return based upon flavor on our team. Period. Like I urge you, if you have a customer who tries to make a return based on flavor, message me, call me. Let me help you save that sale because there is a way for them to like it. I promise you, we will find it. So we really got to cut back on the returns. That's a huge issue in support as well. And 9 times out of 10, it's the can. They open the can and then they can't return it or they can't get their money back and they want to exchange it. And if they would just find a way to drink it, they keep it. And guess what? When someone returns a product, they take your money back, y'all. You don't want that to happen. You don't want those negatives in your bank. You don't want those negatives on your paycheck. You want always positive. So when you have a return, they take back your commission. So we need to have as little returns as possible. So if it's a flavor thing, please, 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 let's work that out, okay? And just a tip, I tell everybody, if you've never tried something, don't buy a can. Go with the OTG because then I can swap it out for you. If you don't like it and you bought 30 days of orange, I'm buying your orange because I love it and I'll send you whatever you want. I can fix it, right? That's something that is a hack. I want to fix it so you don't return. I want to fix it so you don't email support. Like if I can do anything for you not to email support, I will do it. And that is the attitude y'all have to have as well. Because when we have a bazillion promoters emailing support, it hurts all of us. It does. It takes away time that they could be doing other things for us. It ticks off your customers that are emailing in for something simple like I need to reset my password and they don't get their message answered for 4 days. So help us help you by really giving your customers really good customer service on your own. And if there's a way to not email into support, please do it, okay? Hang on, oh. Yes, I'm recording, Erin. I get pumped up on these things. You guys know how I am, I'm crazy. Okay, what else? Oh, hang on. Yes, that's another thing I do. If you have an upset customer that says, oh my gosh, I waited 10 days to get my box of Maui Punch, I do an eye roll, not in front of them clearly, and then I say, no problem, I'm going to send you 5 raspberry lemonade. No, I'm just kidding. You just have to make people happy. And I can tell you right now, I could say, I'm going to send you 1 free raspberry lemonade, and people go like bananas. People like free stuff. I don't care what it is. I don't care how many it is. If you say it's free and you say you're sending it to them, they are happy. So legitimately, if someone complains about, oh my gosh, the shipping was so long, tell them you'll send them a Swiss. Stick a Swiss in a raspberry. Make them happy. It's going to cost you less than $5, and you've saved a customer, right? Last thing I'm going to say about shipping. Y'all, don't email support for shipping. If it's because it's too long, I can tell you the answer. It's going to be long. Sorry. Shipping times are long. Like 9 times out of 10, if you say, oh, my customer ordered 5 days ago and it still says pending, I can tell you what the answer is. It's still pending, and it's going to ship in probably 2 more days, and it's going to be there, I promise you. So save yourself the time and headache and just tell your customers in the beginning it's going to take 7 to 10 days. Because I'm telling you, like, I wish I could snap my fingers and we were like Amazon Prime. We're going to be soon, because we're opening this huge facility in Dallas. They bought, I don't know if you guys have been to the lab, but we have, like, they look like cement mixers to me, like seriously, legitimately, these huge like concrete mixers. That's what mixes the ketones. Like, that's where the salts go and everything. They bought more of those. They're like a lot of money, and they bought several more mixers. So we're going to be able to output tons and tons more ketones. So it's going to be a way faster turnaround, and that's super exciting. So it's coming, but legitimately, we really don't have products stacked on shelves. If you've been to the lab, you know that. There's just not. We don't. I wish, kind of some days I wish we did so we could just hurry this up, but we don't. It's literally like a 7 to 10 day turnaround. Like, they have to go through quality control, safety tests, and they literally freshness test every single package of ketones. And then they ship it and sell it. So it's like, it's almost like made to order. If you tell people that, then they'll understand. So you really just give them that expectation. And if the shipping is long, send them a free lemonade. Or if someone's upset and they say, oh my gosh, I don't have my order, and you don't have lemonade, and you're about to email support, please shoot me a message. And I have like 2 boxes of raspberry lemonade, not 20-day boxes, like cardboard boxes full of lemonade. I will send them 5 free lemonades just so they don't email support. Like, that's how serious we need to cut down on the support emails. So if you have someone that's antsy because of the time frame in which their ketones are delivered, please send me a message and say, hey, I have someone who's like wanting to email customer service. They're freaking out because it's been 5 days. I will send them something and explain to them that it's going to just be a couple more days, because I really need for our team to back down on the emails to support. So it's really, really important to me. And clearly, y'all, hear me. I'm not telling you guys not to email support if you don't need them. If it's absolutely necessary, use them, but utilize them appropriately. That's all I'm saying. Make sure it's an actual issue and not someone being impatient, or not something that we can resolve ourselves, or not something that if we're really resourceful, we can deal with. Okay? Fair enough? What else was I going to say about that? Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever heard Natalie's little speech, Natalie Kilborn, pooping in people's files. You ever heard that story when she talks about don't let other people poop in your file? That means don't let other people poo, and a nice word instead of using the bad word, in your files. Don't let them ruin your day with their attitude or their negativity. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to have the same respect for 2 things: team pages and group chats. If you are in a team page and you are in a group chat, whether you're in a group chat with your team, your leaders, your level 1s, an MVP chat, I don't know. I know y'all have group chats galore. If y'all are in a group chat with other promoters, don't poop in their files because you're having a bad day. Don't go on and poop in their files because you're irritated with something that goes on. If you have a problem, the team page in a group chat is not the appropriate arena to take it to, okay? The appropriate thing to do would be to reach out to your direct sponsor and say, man, I'm having a tough day. Like, I'm really irritated about this and I need your help. We all have those days. I promise you that I message Michael Rutherford all the time, and sometimes I'm bitchy. And sometimes I'm like, I need this dealt with. How am I gonna do this? This is what I need, da, da, da. And he quickly helps me not poop in his file, right? But I would never go to our group message that other promoters in and just start freaking out and pooping in someone's file. So please respect the team page and respect the group chats, because sometimes there's brand new people in there and they're completely oblivious of any type of hiccup or issue. They're so keto happy and on fire. They're like, what? There's a shipping issue? What do you mean? They have no clue, right? You guys have to just be positive in those group chats. Y'all just be such a rainbow and sunshine in the team page and encouraging. So people that aren't affected by some of the hiccups don't get pooped in their file, okay? Because that's no fun to have your file pooped in. So we're going to try not to do that. What else? Oh, the rewards plan. I touched on this in the live the other day. There's been some questions on the rewards plan, and I'm going to be really honest with you. If you've ever done the color book of the personalities, I am 100% blue. I have 0 green, which is like analytical, detail-oriented, smart. No. I don't know the rewards plan in a sense of like breaking it down to you on every level, all the percentages. I can just tell you roughly what the jig is about the rewards plan. I can tell you how to rock the rewards plan, clearly. I can tell you how to make a whole heck of a lot of money by doing activities, because I'm an activity-based person. My brain works by activity. So like if you say do X, Y, Z and it's going to make you $1 million, me, my personality, I'm going to do X, Y, Z more than anyone else. That's how I compute the rewards plan. Some other people, compute the rewards plan as numbers. They need figures, they need percentages, and they need to know all of those things. And that's okay. Greens are awesome. We all want green people in our lives. I'm not that green. But the rewards plan is in your download section of your cloud. So if you have questions about the rewards plan, you can go over it in your own rewards plan in your cloud. It lists every percentage. It talks about every single retailer bonus, champion bonus, the car bonus, all of it. You can read till your little heart's happy. It's 27 pages. Customer service and support is not someone you email about the rewards plan. If you have a question about the rewards plan, our upline, he's in our chain. His name is Nick Martinez. If you're not following him or friends with him, friend request him or follow him. He's an excellent resource if you are a rewards plan person. If you need to know anything about the rewards plan, he would be the person to ask. He's incredible, he's friendly, and he will answer you. So if you have a rewards plan question, I would definitely reach out to Nick Martinez and ask him, because he's the one who's going to really be able to go over that rewards plan with you if you're a numbers person and explain it way better than I could. I will tell you, Prove It Bucks has been a huge topic of conversation here lately, probably because you guys are crushing it and earning a ton of them, so you want to know how to use them. You realize that your first 2 customers are paid out, your commissions for your 2 highest customers in a month are paid out via Prove It Bucks, right? Everybody, I hope, knows that. So your highest 2 customers in a month are not paid out in commissions like cha-ching money. They're paid out in Prove It Bucks, which is free product. But let me give you a little hint. It's way more money, okay? Because you would get, if you had 2 customers, your first 2 customers, and they order a box of orange and a box of orange, and those are the 2 customers that you have in the month, guess what? You might make $20 commission, 20 bucks. But you're going to get like 200 Prove It bucks. What would you rather have, $20 or $200 in free ketones? Free ketones, right? So yes, you're not paid commission like money, dollars, on your first 2 or your highest 2 customers in a month. You're paid out in Prove It bucks. So a lot of people are like, they look at the end of the month at their checks and they see their whole commission and they're like, well, I had $3,000 in sales. I should have this much. And they're not taking into account that they have Prove It bucks for the first 2 or the highest 2. So they got to deduct that because you're getting paid out in Prove It bucks. That's the commission. That's the reward. So I know there's some confusion on that, but I want you to know that that's not a bad thing. That's like a super, uber, super awesome good thing because you're getting way more compensated with Prove It bucks than you really are on commission on the money side of it. Yeah, and excellent point, Jennifer. You can sell those free ketones as experiences and make even more money. So, I mean, it's really a win-win. But I wanted to go over that because some people are only having 2 customers. They only have 2 customers in the month, and then they're like, I don't have a check. I just have Prove It bucks. That's the commission is your Prove It bucks. That's what you're compensated by is the Prove It bucks. So I want to make sure that you guys are, yeah, you make twice as much. I want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. What else? Oh, okay. We talked about this on the huddle call that I did. I think it was, I don't know, maybe yesterday. My days run together. Compliance. So I am not the compliance police. I will more than likely, unless it's completely blatant, I will never message you and say protect the house because I don't know, I just don't do it unless it's completely blatant. But we need to, like, I'm going to be way more proactive about it, but we have to protect the house because we're doing huge, ridiculous things in the industry and people are taking notice. Other companies are taking notice. The government's taking notice, the FTC, the FDA, all of those things. So we have eyeballs on our company. So you have to be very, very careful to protect the house. There's 2 ways that network marketing companies get shut down. 2, income claims and medical claims. You cannot, by law, do either one. We are not an FDA approved drug. We don't cure, treat, or do any of those things. And we cannot entice people to join. We can't entice people to use our product. And we can't give claims that they will make a certain amount of money or they will go on trips or they will get a car or anything like that. We can share what we're doing without a dollar figure. We can share that we have earned a car. We can share the amazing opportunity, but we have to be vague about income and we have to be super, super careful about using medical terminology, any kind of named disease or any kind of ailment linked to our product. You can talk about the side of the box all day, every day, and that should be enough because everybody's tired. There's probably not a person on this world that's not tired. There's probably not a person in this world that couldn't have a better mood, enhanced mood. Most people want to lose weight and everybody wants to feel good. So everyone needs our product, even though we can't talk about all the incredible, insane things that are going on by taking ketones. We know they're happening. We are living it. I know I am. I know my husband's a living testimony. Guess what? I can't talk about it. I can't go tell someone that on social media anymore. I have to be really careful because I want to protect the house. I want to protect our income and I want to protect your income. So don't make medical claims. Don't link it to your disease if you have one. Don't say my cardiologist said I can take this or my cardiologist said I'm doing awesome because I'm taking ketones. You can't say stuff like that. You can just say, man, I feel so amazing. I'm doing so much better in my health since taking ketones. Be vague. What did Candy say on the call the other day? If in doubt, leave it out. So if you don't know if you should say it, you probably shouldn't, so don't. We have so many incredible benefits. We can just talk about those and it would be enough, I promise you. So I know Brian himself, Brian Underwood, our CEO, is perusing Facebook. He's looking at Facebook. He's looking at all of the promoters. He's searching things on social media, Instagram as well, and then he's sending it to us saying, hey, is this your person? Who is this? Is she yours or he yours? And I don't want to get that message to say one of our promoters is making medical claims or income claims, because that would be it. I would feel really bad about that. So let's try to be really proactive about that. Simple thing you can do. Let's say you see Carrie, not that you would, Carrie, but let's say Carrie posts something like, oh my gosh, Keto OS has cured my diabetes, right? If you saw Carrie do that, you don't have to rip her a new one. You don't have to cuss her out. You don't have to, degrade her, belittle her in a Facebook message. All you have to do is say, hey, Carrie, your last post, ... protect the house. That's it. And then she's going to know, oh man, my last post, she said protect the house. Let me go see what I'm doing. And then she's going to know by just saying your last post, protect the house, that she's against compliance. It's an easy way to get out of having a long conversation, but you're still protecting the house and saying, hey, Carrie, that's not compliant. So just do that instead of getting into a long conversation, because some people are just really touchy about that. And no one's trying to hurt anybody's feelings or, upset anybody. It's just that we want to protect our paychecks. So protect the house if you have to. GoPro and MVP. If you're new and you haven't gone pro or MVP yet, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Like the first week of August, our CEO has really challenged us to have the biggest week we've had ever. And we're crushing it. So we've done a fabulous job. So if you're new and you are still in your MVP or GoPro and MVP period, let's knock it out of the ballpark. We have a couple more days. It's the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 3 more days in the week, the first week of August, to absolutely crush. So how do you get to GoPro and MVP? Customers and promoters. You want volume. You want 800 of volume and 1,000 in team. For GoPro, you want $1,600 for MVP and 2,000 in team. 2 customers for GoPro, 4 customers for MVP. So super simplistic if you're getting eyeballs on the campfire video and ketones in people's mouths. So if you have someone, if you're a promoter on this call and you have someone that's in their GoPro period, and if you don't know, you know how to check it, right? You go to your community insights, you can click GoPro or MVP, it's gonna bring everybody up and you can see how many days they have left. I encourage you to pull your report right now as soon as we get off the Zoom in a minute. Go find out who's on your team that's in their GoPro and MVP period. And I'm going to throw out some incentives in a minute. I'm going to post on the team page some prizes for anyone who goes pro and goes MVP by the 7th, because I want to see our team crush GoPro and MVP this week. So if you are a leader on this team, go to your reports, manage community, insights, MVP, and GoPro, and see who's in their period. And let's get them in 3 ways. Let's get them on some potential Zooms. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going to catch up in this chat real quick. We still have time. Is the sale? I have not looked at the sale. Is the sale? Tell me if the sale is still running. Is it over now? It's over. Okay, sale's over. Over. Okay, ended like at 6 or 7 or something, right? Cool. I personally, and I'm gonna give you this. I know it sounds crazy. I love when there's no sale. Y'all, you get paid on your highest BV. You knock out GoPro and MVP so much quicker. I personally love it when there's no sale. When there's no sale, it drives me to work. Like, I'm the complete opposite. When there's a sale, I'm like, oh, there's a sale, which sounds crazy, right? I want ketones in everybody's hands, and I know people want to save money. But like, I want to help my team. I want my team to go out there and get GoPro and hit MVP, go All-Star. Like, I want them to get paid on their full BV. Like, you're working hard, be compensated at full BV. You don't need a sale. These products are fantastic, and this opportunity is incredibly mind-blowingly awesome. And if in doubt, if you have someone that's a potential promoter and they're like, I don't know if I can make enough money. Is it really gonna make money? Can I really do this? Put them in a conversation with me. I'll show them my paycheck from last month. I've been here 10 months, y'all. I'm going into my 11th month. I can show them what's possible. This opportunity is for everyone. And this opportunity is hands down, a godsend. And I want everybody who's even remotely interested to jump on board. So right now, a couple more days into the first week of August, let's go pro and MVP. Let's get every single person that has come into this community that's in their GoPro period or MVP period, let's get them there this week. We can do it. We can do it. We can get on Zooms. We can get on three-way chats. We can get on phone calls. We can do it because there's no sale. It's going to be full BV. It's 2 customers, 4 customers, 1 promoter. It'll be done like that. Like, let's blow it out of the water. When we started, I remember the first few weeks we started, I mean, we were bringing in people so fast, no sales. We didn't come in on a sale. They didn't have sales like this when I very first joined. There are people full price, max experience packs, regular experience packs, coming in, blowing it out of the water. MVP was in 24, 48 hours. It was crazy. Like, it's possible. You can do it. We just have to get back to those basics of being 100% positive, getting it in super plugged in right away, and then immediately getting them on a welcome call or getting them on a Zoom. Hey, who do you have? Who's the next 3 to 5 people you can get on the phone with me? Can you get 3 people on a Zoom with me in the next 15 minutes? Who do you have? Who's your best friend? You want to do this business with you? Can you get them on a Zoom tonight at 7? Like, that's the questions that you ask your promoters right now. Who do you have? Michael Rutherford always says it. Who do you have? Who do you have? Who do you have? Who do you have? Who's at work? Who's your neighbor? Who wants to drink ketones? Can I drive by? Can we drop them off? That's what we need to be doing over the next couple of weeks, but definitely the next few days to get every single person to go grow an MVP. Super important. I want to crush the Brian's goal, because Brian gave us champions. Huge goal for the first week of August, and I want to completely annihilate that goal. And I know that our team can totally do it. There was one other thing I was going to tell you. Oh, who on, if you can see me, who has tickets to, if I can see you, raise your hand. Who has tickets to Keto Academy and more? Me. Hopefully you guys all do. Me in the chat. Awesome. Keto Academy and more. Oh my gosh, there's some really cool stuff coming out at Keto Academy and more. Like, and it's only going to be at Keto Academy and more. Only for the people that are going to be at Keto Academy and more. So you need to get there. Like, seriously, you will have a fierce FOMO if you are not at Keto Academy and more. It is going to be outrageous. So I'm telling you, like, you got to trust me on this. There's some serious stuff coming down that's happening at Keto Academy and more. So I hope you guys are there. I really, really do. I don't care if you have to eat peanut butter and jelly the whole time you're there. Your roommate with like 5 other people, just get there. It's so, so important. It's going to be incredible, and you do not want to miss it. Anybody else have questions before I let you go? Trying to think anything else that you guys, the Chance wanted me to say. Let's scroll the chat real quick. Most of returns on my team come from recurring smart ships. Oh, smart ship. That's another thing. Okay, so keep this to yourselves. Don't go blasting this on social media. This is not social media worthy right now. So trust Tree on this one, please. We are starting some incredible smart ship incentives. So smart ship is totally getting revamped. It is going to be freaking awesome. Like, everyone you know is going to be on smart ship because how cool it is and what they're going to get for being on smart ship. It's going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much more simplistic, and it's so incentivized that, like, we will not have a retail customer. Like, I can guarantee it. Like, everyone who buys from you, the smart ship is so incredible. They're going to be a smart ship. So, like, your commissions are going to be crazy because the new smart ship incentives are, Brian outdid himself, because Brian's like super giving. Like, you got to watch Brian, because like Michael Rutherford and some people have to like rail him in, because he'll give everything. Like, he's the one to be like, okay, I'm gonna throw this, and everybody's like, oh my god, that's awesome. And then the staff is like, oh, are you sure we should give all that away? Like, I don't know, that's a lot. Brian is cool. So like, he has given so much incentive for being a smart ship customer. Like, it's not even funny. So like, I cannot wait, because you guys are gonna flip out when you hear about it. But it's coming out. I don't know if it's going to launch this month or if they're going to kick it off at Keto Academy and more. I think we were still deciding. But just know that Smart Chip is going to be like a breeze, easy breezy, and legit everyone's going to be on Smart Chip because of the incentives they're offering just to get on Smart Chip. So it's going to be incredible. So all those Smart Chip people that like buy, I don't want to give too much away, but like they won't care about a sale. Like our best sale isn't going to touch Smart Chip. If that gives you a hint. They won't give a crap about any kind of sale we run at all. So Smart Chip is the way to go, and they will not get off of Smart Chip. I can promise you. It's going to be incredible. It gives me chills. So I'm super thankful for that. I know y'all are going to be super thankful for that. It's going to not only grow our businesses, but grow your paycheck, and we all love that. So keep that to yourselves. Don't go posting that stuff on social media. Just know it's coming and coming really soon. It's going to be fantastic. Really quickly, see if there's anything else I missed. Oh yeah, Googling it. Yeah, Facebook, Pinterest has lots of recipes. Can you find out exactly what you put? Yes, I will. I'll post it in the Sean and Renee. I'll post the recipe in Biohackers. I'll text them really quick. Okay, I think I got everything. Anybody else have anything? Oh, when is raspberry? Okay. I can't really give that away either, but I would say there's like a special thing coming out if you're like into like stars and moons and all that kind of thing. In August, check the calendar. There's like a special little cool thing coming out in August. So might have something to do with that, if you get my drift. So check out the calendar if you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm super excited about that. It's finally here. Yes, amen, sister. Cream. Cream. I wish I just so much cool stuff I want to tell you. Cream is gonna blow your freaking mind. Cream is so darn good. I know. You can't tell me stuff because I always tell Brian, like, don't tell me too much stuff because I can't keep a secret. It's so awesome. But I don't put it on Facebook. I just tell you guys. Cream is awesome, and I would expect in the month of August, very, very possibly, to be able to try the cream, the new cream. It's not going to be on the main menu right away, but I'm fairly certain that you'll be able to buy the cream, the new cream, for a moment in August. Okay, so like be prepared, be ready, because it's absolutely so yummy. For me, it tastes like the cereal when you're done eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It tastes like the cereal and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's so good, and it's so much like I don't know if it's thinner, if that makes sense. It's like super smooth and like really mixes easy. Like you can mix it in cold water and it doesn't get clumpy like the regular cream. It's like more of like a hot thing. You don't need hot. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so great. And you know what? Rumor has it that we're going to have flavors. So like what do you call it? What's the coffee creamer flavor? I don't drink flavored coffee, but like hazelnut and all that kind of stuff. Like in the pipeline, they're gonna be like, since this one's kind of like a cinnamony one, they're gonna have hazelnut and like all different crazy flavors of the cream. It's gonna be absolutely out of control. So yeah, so I mean, a bird told me that. I'm not positive, but that's what I hear. So be excited because there's super duper awesome things coming down the pipeline. I know of at least two possible new products launched at More. And I think they're absolutely freaking amazing. So I hope that that's what happens. I think you guys will love it and be so excited. So tons and tons and tons and tons of really exciting things. That's why I want you guys there, because like there's just something about being there when things are launched and you know everybody's getting to try it, or there's special things on sale, or all of those things. So hopefully you guys will all be there. But if you can't, we'll be, you'll be there in spirit. We'll do some lives and try to get you the best of the vibe that's going on there. But definitely put it in the calendar for the next one, because they have them like every 6 months. Keto Academy, I think, is every few months. One other thing I'm going to tell you, and this is kind of under wraps, but February, I believe it's going to be February, is the next Better trip. So you want to, and I can tell you that the location, you want to go to the next Better trip. So it's August right now. So September, October, November, December, January, February. You have 6 months. I would legitimately start, I don't care what you do, empty your purse at night of change. I mean, save $20 every week, whatever it is, get a jar. You will lose your mind. I mean, lose your mind when they announce the next Better Trip. So you want to start saving your money so you can get there, because you will not want to miss it. It's actually going to be incredible. And that's in February. So just a little heads up on that. What else can I spill? What are you guys saying? Are you guys laughing at me in the chat? Yeah, start saving money. It's going to be crazy. Shoot, what else? I don't know. There's probably other things I forgot, but anyways, you guys are awesome for listening all this time. I hope I didn't beat you down too much about the shipping and about the customer service, but it's just because I want to make it easier for you. I want to alleviate the stress, make your customers happy so they keep coming back and ordering, and so they want to join our community, because I know it can be annoying and I know it can be a pain in the butt, but the longevity of the company, it like growing this big, it like excites me to no end. Like I feel like we're only less than 2 years in the market, and like I'm only 10, almost 11 months into this business, and we're already where we're at. Can you imagine a year from now? Can you imagine 5 years from now? Like, it's insane. And you guys are pioneering this. So like in a year or 5 years, people are gonna be talking about y'all. Like, oh, she pioneered that company. Like she's one of the multi-millionaires that pioneered Prove It. Like that's insane. And you guys are here and you guys are running this conversation, and it's powerful. So I want you to bank on that. I want you to trust that and grow that belief and grow that faith in the company and build that and pass that down every single day. All right, you guys are awesome. Love you. I'll let you go. Go enjoy your Friday evening. Bye.